I'm sitting up here. Y'all go ahead and pull up. Well, get the phone and call her. She was trying to call me. I don't have my phone. Sorry about that, y'all. Adventure Super Dad, don't stop. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm trying to save. Somebody asked me if they can get this spreadsheet. That's why I'm a couple minutes late than I should be, because I'm hold on, man. Where is it? Jesus Christ. Right there. Let's go to downloads, save. Did it save? Okay. All right. Now, and while I'm talking about the Google Drive, let's look at this for a second. Right? I've been getting a lot of email requests for people asking if they can edit the spreadsheet when they download it, right? Let me put this spreadsheet in here, and then we're gonna go over how to download the spreadsheet one more time. We're gonna go over how to download the spreadsheet one more time. All right. ICT concept slides right there. Okay, new file upload. It's my downloads, yes. Okay. Now, where did it go? Okay, where did it go? Let's see. My drive. Okay, did I not just? So what did I save it to? Okay. Okay. I see it there, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is right there. It's at the top. Okay. It's at the top. I want it to be at the bottom. Let me rename this because I want it to be at the bottom where the other spreadsheets are. Okay. Okay, there it is at the bottom now. So this folder right here is for any of the ICT slides. This for any of the other stuff that we put in here, the PIM-dash chart, the weekly goal calculator, right? The weekly goal calculator, the and somebody just asked me if they can have this tracker right here on one of the videos. I said, yes, sure, I'll put it in there. What I was using this for was when I was testing the back testing the DR IDR strategy, well, not strategy, but the DR IDR, right? So what I did, I just made the little sheet, and it's got like it is, there it is. It's self-explanatory. Now, the way you save anything in the drive, shout out Robinson, he put me onto this, right? You can't go to it. You can't go to the Google Drive folder, click on it, and wherever the download is, you can't come over here and hit download. Wherever download is on yours, you can't come hit download because it's going to ask you, it's going to say you ain't got permission. Then it's going to tell you to send me an email, and I'm not going to do anything. The way you got this, so please stop doing it. I'm tired of getting the emails, right? So the way you do it, I even made a video about this right here. I made a video how to do it. You go to the slide or the spreadsheet or whatever you want to download, come to file, make a copy, right? And then it's going to let you save it in your Google Drive folder. If you got Google Drive, it'll let you save it in there. But if not, you can pick your computer. You just go to your computer, my computer. You go to your computer and it'll search on your computer where you got stuff to put in there. And once it search your computer, it'll give you the option to save over there, right? There you go. So save it to your Google Drive. Once you go to your Google Drive, then you just hit make a copy. Make sure you don't click share with the same people. Don't put nothing there. Just hit make a copy, and then it'll save it in your Google Drive folder. And boom, Bob's your uncle. You got it. You got the spreadsheet. You got the thing. So y'all, please stop. Hey, look at that bear up there. Anonymous Grizzly. Look at that. Even the spreadsheet bearish. Anonymous Grizzly. Anonymous Grizzly. I wonder if he's some kin to Red Panda. Okay. Now that that's out the way. That's where you download the stuff at. That's everything. If anybody who don't know what I'm talking about for ICT videos, first of all, let me go like my own video. Y'all hit the like. Y'all hit the like. Let me like my own video. If you come to the description of the video you watching right now, or any other live video that's on the page that you go back and rewatch, there's 3 links up there with playlists that's clear, concise, to the point. No little Timmy Rogers foolishness, no nothing, right? ICT lingo playlist. That's when I break down the lingo you need to know for ICT to trade his strategies. ICT concepts for the price action is how I go through and look for them in price action. Then gems from the live stream. Those are just chunks out of the live stream where myself or other cousins be like, hey, I like that piece. Let's make that a gem and put it in the live stream. The gems from the live stream folder. And you can go in there and you'll see on whatever date that says, that's the day we went live, and be like, oh, they had a 2022 price action analysis on this day. Let me go check that out. I missed that live. I want to see that. Or Zay was talking about using the law of percentages on this day. I missed that live. Let me go check that out. I want to see that. It's just gems without all the extra fluff. You don't get the hour and a half, 2 hour long live. You get the meat and potatoes. And then in any of the ICT videos, that's where the link to the Google Drive folder is. Any of the ICT videos, you see a link that says download slides. When you click on that, it takes you to that folder with all of the slides, the PIM chart. Now we got the DR IDR tracker that I made, and it's got the weekly goal calculator. If anybody want to freshen this DR IDR spreadsheet up and make it a better version for the cousins, have at it. If you want to send it back to me, I'll put an updated version in here like I did with Robinson Weekly Gold Calculator. If you want to make it better, have at it. Right now, I just got Monday through Friday on there. I got the Asian, London, and New York session, right? And I got the IDR confirms. That's if we get a confirmation on the IDR, up or down. I got the DR confirmed. That's if you get a confirmation on the DR, up or down, right? If I took a trade, I'm only counting trades 10 points or better. If I took a trade, if that trade got stopped out, if I didn't take a trade, right? And then the how many of the confirmations I took, right? Based off of over here. If it gave 2 confirmations and I took 2 trades, that'll say 100%, right? And then over here, if I didn't take any of them, like if I come over here and say I didn't take 1 and I only took 1, right? So now I say 50-50, right? It just let me know how much I took. I may have not taken it because I didn't agree with it, and I ain't got nothing here to say if it was good and I didn't take it. If you want to add that, have at it, right? And then over here show the win rate based off of what is this the one with the right win rate? Let me see if it's the right, because I had to update it one time. Yeah, it's the one, the right one. It's the right one. So win 1, lost 1, 50%. Okay. No, it's still not. It's something not right. Oh, because I didn't have anything over here. Let me see. Yeah, it's still it's this ain't the updated one. So if you lose them, it's still saying 100. I updated one that was still saying 100, but that's what's in there right now. So that's what's gonna stay there. You can fix that yourself if you want to. But yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay. Let's see who in the chat, man. Oh yeah, I ain't even do my welcome. I'm too deep into it now. We 10 minutes in. If you got this, if you got past all that, this ain't your first time being here. If it's your first time being here, you would have left a long time ago, sitting through all that. What's up here to learn and share? What's going on, Casey? Where the rest of the Sunshine Band? I'm your bug man. That's what I am. Regina. You remind me of a West Side Story. Rhonda Green. Rhonda, are you first tonight, Rhonda? Are you first tonight? Because you were almost first in the morning. Are you first tonight? What's up, Wave Trader? What's going on, Trevor? Devario, what's happening, my guy? What's going on, Towns? Gabriel, what's up, Trinisha? Cool it now. Hey, watch out. What's up, Tucker? What's going on? You got to have the fluff in the videos. Amazing must see. Speaking of must see, for anybody who wasn't here the other morning, for anybody who wasn't here the other morning, where did I save it to? For anybody who wasn't here the other morning, for anybody who wasn't here the other morning, in case y'all missed it, the homie Chief pulled up. Chief pulled up by accident. For anybody who wasn't here, check out Chief. Chief pulled up by accident. Check him out, that. Somebody pulling up. Chief Motivation. What's cracking? I can't hear none of you saying. Chief said, Chief to pulled up on accident. Chief said, oh, no. She said, hold on. What's up, Robson? Buenos tardes, Valdez. Buenos tardes. Hey, y'all, let's get into it, man. Y'all know it don't take much to entertain me, man. Y'all know it don't take much to entertain me. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and get into it and get it out the way, just in case anybody want to go pull up on the Come Up Series channel and watch the homie Mr. Lawrence new show. I can't remember the name of it. It was the event that I went to in Atlanta. I didn't even realize that it was a show that was gonna be on the Come Up Series until I got there. And it was like live streaming. I'm like, what's going on? I thought it was a BWSO event. And then him and Mark was, you know what I'm saying, making a big announcement that it was going to be. And I'm like, I never knew. I was wondering why Mark flew down from Washington. But in case anybody want to leave Chief alone. She ain't leave Chief alone. Hey, let's get to it, man. We gonna not Econo Day, Tim. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't need none of this. Did I like? No. Hey, then discussion for today. I thought I liked this video already. Why didn't I like Stick? I could have swore I liked that video already. That was it right there. That's what I was just talking about. I just saw it on the YouTube page. Watch it not be there now. Yeah, right here. It's called I thought it was Monday something. I thought it was like Monday night something. Monday night war, Monday. I don't know. But anyway, that's what I was talking about. If anybody want to go watch that, we gonna go ahead and knock this out. Give people the opportunity to go over there. If you want to go over there now, bye-bye. Trading view. That's what I'm looking for. Let's go holler at Spalene, and then we're gonna look at the ES on trading view since my ES was acting a stupido today. If you don't know who Spalene is, she's just our friend, the SPY, aka the SP500, aka what I swing trade primarily. And we wrote a song for it. Want to hear it? Here it goes. Spalene, Spalene, where you at, baby? Yeah. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you came through. Ooh, look what you made me do. Ooh, weep down below that equilibrium. Ooh, everything we had been talking about and wanted to see last week. Ooh. This is the move we was looking for last week. Now, for those who don't know, let's go over here to the ES real quick. Bye, Spalene. We just want to see you. Let's go to the ES real quick. We're below the equilibrium on the SPY also. Excuse me. That Chipotle is coming back for revenge. I just had some Chipotle. It was so muy magnificente. Man. When I tell you muy magnificente, it was delicioso. Now, for those who don't know or wasn't present when we did the weekly chart prep, the weekend chart prep. What are these right here for? Hold up. Oh, those the lower time frame lows and highs that we made because it was acting crazy. Okay. All right, we made one bearish scenario yesterday, two bullish scenarios yesterday, and I forgot to make the second bearish scenario, but I made it this morning, right? So, bearish scenario 1, out the window. Get out of here. We didn't get that bearish scenario 1. Get out of here, right? Because we were saying we testing the bearish scenario of this week. We just get a rocket ship, come up to the breaker, the daily breaker, and then dump down. You know what I'm saying? Pop back up a little bit, dump down, right? Bearish breaker, dump, pop back up for a GDP PCI, dump, right? We didn't get that. You're out of here, right? Bullish scenario 2. We said we get the sneaky pop Monday, turn around Tuesday, come back down to around equilibrium, right? Then get good news and pop. We didn't get bullish scenario 1. So guess what? Bullish scenario 1, you're out of here. Now, that leaves bullish scenario 2 and bearish scenario 2, right? We made bullish scenario 2 last night. Let's look. Look like we bullish scenario 2 maybe playing that. We don't know. We had already said for bullish scenario 2, we said we get a nice sell-off on Monday, come down here, finish some gap work, get down into equilibrium of the. Oh, let's check that. Did that go right to the equilibrium? I mean, I keep saying equilibrium, but mean threshold. I keep saying ICT called it the mean threshold when he talking about the PD arrays, and he say equilibrium when he talking about the dealing range. I keep saying equilibrium. That's the way my mind works. If I'm confusing y'all, I jalapize. The dealing range is equal. 50% of the dealing range is equilibrium. 50% of the PD array is the mean threshold. I keep saying equilibrium because that's what my mind understands. So when I'm talking about a PD array, if I say equilibrium, I'm talking about the mean threshold. If I'm talking about the dealing range and I say equilibrium, I mean equilibrium. So now, or you might hear me say fair value, equilibrium or fair value when I'm talking about the dealing range. So I was checking to see if it came to the mean threshold, right? Run a fib from the body to the give me body. So 50% of this order block is 38.2650. The low on this candle right here is, drum roll please, 38.2725. 3 ticks away from the mean threshold. That's close enough for government work for me. It hit the mean threshold of this order block. Okay, so got a slight reaction to it. Now, will we push up? Will we get the, come down, get the Tuesday low and then reverse? Because, on a bullish week, you make the low on Monday, anywhere from Monday to Wednesday. The most of the times through ICT's testing, it makes the weekly low on Tuesday on a bullish week, but it can make it Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, right? But the majority of the time is Tuesday. So will we get the Monday or Tuesday low, right? And then slide to the right and wait for GDP and PCE, right? Pull down, push back up around equilibrium or so, slide to the right, right? Let's see. Now, the bearish scenario 2 that may play out, that's still in play. So bullish scenario 2 is still in play. I will not kick you out. Bearish scenario 2. Let's hide bullish scenario 2. Same thing, except for when we get the back, when we slide to the right and get the news, we dump. Right? So which will it be? Will it be bullish or bearish? Matter of fact, let me change these colors. Make these green since we're talking bullish. Green, 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 green. That looks black. That looks black. It's green, but it looks black. Let's go back to the first green. All right. So, which will we get? Which will we get? Do we get bullish scenario 2 or bearish scenario 2? Or neither? And we just keep sliding. But those 2 scenarios are still in play based off of our weekend chart prep. Let's see how it plays out. Tell them what they won, Bob. An all expense paid trip to hear me run my mouth. Let's break down. Let's go down to an hourly and start looking at the action. Look at an overview of the action. And then after we look at an overview of the price action, then I'm going to break down to, and I did find out on TradingView, if you're using the IDR indicator, I know the original one. I didn't check. I didn't check this one. Let me check this one real quick. So 38.62. Now let me go back to 5 minutes. Go to 5. Go to 5 minutes. No, that stayed at 38.62 right there. So this one stayed at 38.62. Now let me go back to 15 minutes. Let me check this right here. 38.65.25. I'm go to 15 minutes. $38.62, $38.68. Yeah, it looked like it's moving to. It looked like it's moving to hourly. Yes. Yeah, yes, that's moving to 38.54. Yes, that's moving too. I know I found that out earlier today. So, and what I'm talking about is, like, let me turn this one off. What I'm talking about is like the DR low and the IDR low, DR high and IDR high on Trading View. They move off of the candle, like whatever time frame you got it on. It's built for 5-minute time frames, right? That's the way, that's the premise that is built on 5-minute time frames, right? But I noticed today that when you go between like 5 minute, 15, let me turn all this other stuff off so it ain't looking so cluttered up. When you go from different time frames, like that, the lines move around with the candles. Whereas on Ninja Trader, once the lines are there, no matter what time frame you flip through, it stay in the same spot. The lines will stay in the same spot. At least I think. At least I think it was. If I'm mistaken, I think the lines were staying in where they supposed to be. Let me double check that real quick while I'm talking about it. Watch, I say it stay where it's supposed to be, and then it be moving for real. Okay, so all right, so we got the DR and the IDR line right there at the top of that order block. Now let's go down to 15 minutes. I mean to 5 minutes and see if it's in the same spot. Yes, it's in the same spot, right at the top of the order block and right there. So it stay in the same spot on Ninja Trader. It don't move around, like it stay where it was plotted at based off the range. But on Trading View, it moves around with the time frame. Like if you on the 5 minute and you want to drop down and look for a lower entry, or if you want to push up higher and look at what the higher time frame got going on Trading View, those lines going to move with the candles, whatever candles you're on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just say it's on the low of this candle here on the 5 minute. And then if you pop up to the 15 minute, it's going to be on the low of that 15-minute candle. Like the low of the 15-minute candle might be here, it might be up there. It's going to move around with the time frame that you watching on Trading View. I found that out today while I was looking around this script here. It lines up right on the 5 minute, but when you move to the next one, the price changes. So let's well, since I'm already here, let me break down the DR IDR trade that I was watching today and I didn't get, and then break down once I went back and looked at it this afternoon before I was going to get the boys, I figured out why I didn't get it and why I was watching the wrong spot. Now, if y'all remember this morning while we was watching it, we watched it together. We watched it play out all the way. Oh, we had a confirmation over here. We had a confirmation. We had an IDR confirmation here at the 10:55 candle. Yes, we were still on live at 10:55. We didn't get off live until after 11. I worked a little overtime today with y'all, right? We had a nice confirmation, DR confirmation on the 11 o'clock candle, right? Now, this is the fair value gap that I wanted price to come back to right here, right? And let me explain why I wanted price to come back to this fair value gap right here, right? So I wanted price to come back to this fair value gap. The reason why I wanted to come back to this one is because this fair value gap, we had already went back to it, right? We had already went back to it. We set an order block right here, right? So we broke down heavy distribution, right? Coming from the top right here, heavy distribution. Right, we came back to this fair value gap right here, and then we set an order block, right? When we got the heavy distribution here, right, with the breaking market structure, we got 1, 2 fair value gaps right there, right? So y'all know when I have stacked PD arrays, especially stacked fair value gaps, I'm looking for the top one. I don't want to enter off the bottom. I'm looking for the top one, right? So since I was looking for the top one, it came back, hit the top one, sold off, and then going into lunch, it started to sell off again. It never came back to that fair value gap. And then as you see, it finally at 1325 candle, it made the move from the from the down confirmation, right? Now, that's the trade I was looking for based off of the DR IDR confirmation. Now let me explain why. Once I went back after I saw that it had made the move when I came in here around about 3, it was like 3:15 or so. I was getting ready to go get the boys when I was coming down here to see if I was ready to put in another little piece on my interest. Y'all remember when I told y'all I put a small piece on for the risky Roger, reckless Rachel entry based off of what I was seeing, and then the next day wait for the pullback. You know what I'm saying? You have the reaction off the PD array, then the next day you wait for it to pull back to the discount. You know what I'm saying, to go on in, but put on a little piece that day of in just case it take off on you. You know what I'm saying? You got a little piece in, and then you can take a little profit if it start to come back to where you anticipated to go in there and put the rest on, right? But when I came back in here to check that out, I studied this over here, right? Now, let me explain why this right here was the wrong spot for me to be looking, right? Now, we're going to make this interactive. We're going to make it interactive. Now, clue number 1, I'm going to give you the clue, and then I'm going to give y'all 30 seconds to see if y'all can figure it out, right? And Robinson, you better not answer because I already told you what it was. I ain't gonna tell you what I told you. Now, I didn't want to see it come to this fair value gap right here because we had already, right? We came down, right? We came down. We pushed up close to here, right? And then we took off, and then we came to this fair value gap right here. We made a fair value gap, right? But then we came down, we pushed up into this fair value gap, heavy distribution, making a breaker, right? So I didn't want to, I wasn't worried about this area because we already revisited this fair value gap right here at the equilibrium of the IDR range, and we set an order block, right? So the algos, in my mind, for the time being, is done with this area right here, right? Now, looking at from the order block down, right? What about the price action in this area here should have tipped me off not to be looking at this fair value gap, but look at this fair value gap right there for the entry. From the order block down, what about the price action should have tipped me off that this is the fair value gap that's most probable that the algo is going to come back to sell off. The clues are in the price section from the order block down. Ready, go. You say, can you lock the indicator? Can you lock the indicator so that it won't move between time? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you can. Ask Robinson. He got like the pro version. It's a 5-minute indicator. You're doing too much. And look at what I clicked on. Him being foolish. Before you wrap up tonight, can you check the slide folder again? Thanks. You say check it. Check it for what? Michelle Tucker said close below the swing low. Michelle Tucker says close below the swing low. I did not. That ain't what I'm talking about, but that's a very good observation, Michelle, because you close below the swing low and price saying, I want to go this way right now, right? So we got a closure here at pretty much the low, and then we got another closure below it. So price saying, hey, I want to go this way right now. So as soon as it come back and rebalance this right here, it's going. I didn't notice that. That's a very good observation. But there's one other observation in this area right here that further solidified what Michelle just said, right? It's another observation right here that I missed that solidified that the algos only want to come right there to reprice and rebalance this right here. It's right in that area there. Take a look at me now. It deals with the heavy distribution this way and the heavy distribution that way. Take a look at me now. The spreadsheet you added is not showing up. I could have swore it did. It wasn't showing up at first, but when I just went back, it was there. Let's go to the link. Linky link. Click the link. Linky link. Download. Just go to any one of these right here. Linky link. Click the link. And it's not there. Let's refresh it. Oh yeah, it wasn't there the first time. Was it there the first time? Let me try it again. Linky link. Linky link. Ding. Let's go to the other playlist. Nope, not that one. Playlist 2. Let's go to playlist 2. Pick this folder down, this picture, this thing down here. Linky link. Click the link. Click the link. Tracker confirm. Yeah, right there. It should be there. Try it and let me know if it's not there. Try it and let me know if it's not there. How do ICT concepts. Copy link. Give me the link. Copy link. Give me the link. I'll put the link in the chat. Try that link. Click that link right there and see if it show up. Let me know if it show up. Okay. What was I saying? Let me see. Michelle, it confirmed what Michelle was saying. Did not retrace to fair value gap. Nope, not that. Breaking structure. It confirmed what Elizabeth's saying. What I'm talking about up here confirmed what Elizabeth's saying. It's confirming what? It's confirming. Yeah. So everything y'all saying is correct. But the big clue that I missed, right? Right over here. Let's break it down, right? You came here. We had heavy distribution to the upside, right? All right. Heavy distribution to the upside. Then we had heavy distribution down, set of order block, heavy distribution down, right? When we have a buy side imbalance, right? What are we lacking? We lacking sell side, right? So when we all and vice versa, when we only got sell side, we lacking buy side, right? So we had heavy distribution up, right? Then we had heavy distribution down, right? Once we went up there and down to there, right? This area right here is a balanced price range. That's balanced out now. This area is balanced out now. And the clue that I didn't need to, excuse me, I didn't need to watch this fair value gap no more. One, because this area is already balanced. Two, because it's fair value gaps right across from each other. See what I'm saying? You got a fair value gap to the upside, right? Then you got a fair value gap to the downside, right? So something in this area was already balanced out because it took off like pow and left a fair value gap, right? So when we come back here, we stop at the fair value gap, set a breaker, an order block, the price saying, hey, if we slip back through this balanced area, stop at this order block, right? Coming back down, it set an order block right there. If we happen to slip back through this balanced area, stop at this order block, right? So, and then once it melted through like that right there and started coming back up, it stopped right here across from that other fair value gap. So that's tipping you off right there. That's a big clue that this area is officially rebalanced. This is officially balanced because you got your buy side, you got your sell side, you know what I'm saying? Both of them with heavy distribution, and you got fair value gaps mirroring each other. You know what I'm saying? So price shot that way, and when the price start coming back up, look where it stopped at, right here at this one, because all of this up here was already rebalanced. That's it right there. That this whole balanced price area right here, and the main clue that I shouldn't have been watching this right here was because it was right across from another fair value gap on the buy side imbalance. You had the buy side imbalance that created a fair value gap, right? When you came back down to that fair value gap, you set an order block right above it and then shot through it. You see what I'm saying? Buy side, sell side, right? You had your buy side, you had your sell side, and them them fair value gaps are right across from each other, showing you, hey, you probably won't go up there at this time. And even if you do go up there, you're going to get caught by this order block right here, because this fair value gap right there had already been taken care of. It went back up to equilibrium and then sold off with heavy distribution, right? Came down, back up to equilibrium, sold off with heavy distribution, and there's your break in market structure. This balanced price range confirmed the fact that the market has closed below this low and wants to go that way right now. So when you come back and reprice and rebalance this inefficiency right here, now it's time to go. Now it's time to go. That's why I should have been looking at this fair value gap instead of that fair value gap. Yeah, if I would have got in there, this dilly-dallying would have been eating up the options premium, but getting in there on a futures trade, this dilly-dallying don't mean nothing, because it all paid off, and it would never have come close to any stop loss you put in there. Even if you put a stop loss above this fair value gap right here, if you put it above the swing high, you would have never got close to getting stopped out. That's why. What's a BPR? What's a BPR here to learn share? Y'all can't just be making up coming with all these doggone initials, man. Y'all killing me with these initials. Let's go back and look at the price action. So on the hourly, put up my TDA. All right, so look weird trying to watch this on December 19th. And put up me a line so I know where I'm at. I'm not used to looking at trading view 18,2300 18 Sunday 18 Friday. Okay, I put the line there. So from this calendar over, that's Sunday through Monday. All right, and then all right, so that's Sunday, that's midnight. God dog it. That's London. New York. Concrete, where dreams are made of. All right, so okay, so once we open up at New York, we came down, pushed. I don't have anything on here. To mark out. We just gonna talk it through. We slowly bled off, consolidated over lunch, then slowly bled off again to 2 o'clock. Then at 3 o'clock, we started moving back up. We moved back up a little bit, and then At 6 o'clock, we continue to move up, right? So let's see exactly where we went in the grand scheme of things. We came down and dropped down to 15 minutes and see what we did. That was a quick broad stroke overview. Okay, so 9:15, 9:30. So at New York, we opened up. We came down to this hourly fair value gap that we was talking about earlier while we was on there, right? Came to this hourly fair value gap right here, right? We pushed down to the hourly fair value gap. Get out of my way, whatever that is, right? So we pushed down to the hourly fair value gap. Then after hitting the hourly fair value gap, hitting the daily order block, we pushed back up. We came back up right here at this order block, respecting this high at 8:30, respecting the 9:30 high. I'm sorry, respecting the 9:30 high. Then we had heavy distribution down, right, melting through the fair value gap that we had already rebalanced. Right, we came down, traded both ways through it, traded both ways through it again, right? Then melted down and closed below it. So this area right there had been rebalanced. We melted through it like butter and closed below it, right? We 11:15. Now it's acting as support, right? We rebalanced this area. 11:15 is acting as support. Boom, we hit it once, reject off of it, melt down, take out Friday's low at 11:30. Yes, that's Friday's low right there. Let's double check that real quick, but I think that's Friday's low, because Friday's low was the daily and weekly low. If I can get over here far enough. Where's my line? I see my line, but where am I? Yes, low of the day and the week. So that's Friday's low. Move this over so I can see this stuff. It's like all out of my view. On these lower time frames, it's killing me. Okay. So this was Friday's high. This was Friday's equilibrium. This was Friday's low and the weekly low, right? So back to what we were saying. Now, we took out Friday's low and the weekly low on the 11:30 candle. We consolidating right there at Friday's low, right? We consolidating at Friday's low. Let's check out the field projection, see where that would have put us at. If we was running the field projection with this, now that we see this consolidation right here, we consolidate in there. We're gonna call it, got there then, we're gonna call it 15:30, 45 hour, 15:30, 45, 2 hours, say 2 hours and 15 minutes. Close enough. Go to the high, right? Go to the high of that price leg right there. We're gonna do it from, because that's the consolidation. Go to the high, come down, bring the 50% to the consolidation. Let's go with, we're gonna go with the close of this first red candle right there and the open of that last candle there. That's what we're gonna put the 50% range at right there. Okay, so we put that there and there. Pretty close right there. If we go all the way to the bottom, it puts us at the bottom of the consolidation. But if we were just projecting and going with the close of that candle and the open of that candle right there, line up the 50% right there, pretty close. That first candle right there hit it beep, on the dime, right? Hit it on the dime, pretty close. That little field projection stuff working, man. It's working. Okay. We consolidated at the low, right? And then we went ahead and sold off, and that's off of the we already went through, that was off the DR confirmation to the downside when we came back up one last time to that 5-minute fair value gap and then sold off. And that was on the 5-minute time frame over here. For those who don't remember, this fair value gap right here right? Did we actually get back to it that time? The high of that candle, 62.50. The high of that candle, 62.25. No, we didn't even get back to it that time. So this was your entry. Did we get back to it on any of these right here? Yeah, 62.75, 62.75. Those two did poke back in it right there, but this was your entry. That 11.20 candle would have been your entry off of that. This candle right here, you wouldn't have got picked up on that fair value gap. You would have had to get picked up on something else, like a fair value gap over here or anything that you was looking after that. After this 11.20, after this 11.20, maybe 12.20. But anything 12.15, anything after that, you wouldn't have got picked up on that fair value gap right there. Would have had to be something different. And that, as they say, is a wrap. That is a wrap. Now let's go to see what we finished off overall for today and what it looked like a Mesa B going zone. I already marked this out on the SPY, so I'm gonna go to the SPY. I think yes, I did. I moved everything around on the SPY. So now on the SPY, SPY lean, where you at, baby? Here I go. No. You ain't SPY lean. Okay. Chop suey for 20-something days. Then we start to melt off, right? We got let me check the equilibrium on that weekly. Make sure I got that right. It looks right, but let me check it. Yes, it is. It's right. Check the equilibrium on the daily. 380105. 380105. Yes, it is. Okay. Everything checks out. All right. So we've come down below it. We're right at equilibrium on the SPY. We came down, tapped below it, came to mean threshold of the order block on the ES. Didn't quite get to mean threshold on the SPY, right? Didn't quite get to mean threshold on the SPY, but we did get to mean threshold on the ES. The SPY closed right at the equilibrium of the overall range. The ES closed below equilibrium on the overall range. So the ES closed in a slight discount. The pretty much equilibrium, close enough for government work to say equilibrium. The SPY closed right at equilibrium, right? Both of them came down, filled in this gap work over here. Well, we filled that in yesterday. We filled in our gap work yesterday, had a reaction off of it, and then we pushed down. We hit this mitigation block, had a filled the fair value gap, hit the mitigation block, had a reaction off of it. Today, we pulled back down into a discount, put into a discount, had a reaction off of the order block, right? Reaction off the order block. I think it was some, let's look at ES. I think it was a 4-hour fair value gap that I was watching, if I ain't mistaken. I remember saying something about watching a 4-hour fair value gap. So, yes, it was, right? So this 4-hour fair value gap right here, let's check that mean threshold of that. Okay, so the mean threshold of this 4-hour fair value gap is the top of the order block. So the mean threshold of this 4-hour fair value gap is the top of the order block. So we've extended below that, the low on this counter right here. So can we get a dip down to that 4-hour fair value gap? No reason why we can't. We've got we've gotten to the we've went beyond 50%. We've gone beyond the mean threshold of it. We're at the mean threshold of the order block. Do the algos want this last little piece? Maybe not, because we got heavy distribution here, heavy distribution there, right? Both sides. We've paid off both sides, heavy distribution, and now it's inside this order block. So may or may not come down there. Let's see how it works out, Bob. We got a break in market structure to the downside on the 4 hour, right? Break market structure on the downside on the 4 hour. Want to go this way? We went that way and then got a heavy rejection, right? So let's see how this rejection play out, right? We do have a 4 hour fair value gap above it right there that we're pushing into. If we disrespect this fair value gap right there, let's see how tonight's price action play out. Let's see how tonight's price action play out before we start really dissecting all of that right there. Let's go back to Spiggity. Let's go back to Spiggity. Spiggity. Where you at, baby? So now we're right at equilibrium pretty much for the overall range for the daily. Pretty much right there at equilibrium for the daily. I'm going to stretch this out because I only want to look at what we're dealing with right now. I ain't worried about this stuff over here right now. So daily equilibrium is right here at 381.05. We closed at 380.02. We closed at 380.02, so like $1 away. That's close enough for government work to say equilibrium. So we at fair value on the overall, we have fair value on the daily, and we're in an extreme discount on the weekly, right? So on the weekly, we in extreme discount. The daily, we sitting at a fair value, and the monthly level, we sitting at fair value, right? So daily, monthly, we can go either way. Daily, we in a slight discount, but that's close enough to say fair value. We can go either way on the daily. We can go either way on the monthly. We're reacting off of a discount / equilibrium PD array right now, right? We're still respecting it. Above price, that's the main focus. Below price, because right now we're respecting it right now. So until we, trade below it, then I'm just worrying about this right here because we're trying to see if this is going to do its job and block price, right? So above it, we got a whole lot of stuff going on above it. Oh, okay, I see what that is. All right, so above price is here. Now we have a daily fair value gap from 383.82, right? 383.82 up to 387.89, right? So we got a fair value gap there. We have a full gap, this void right here, from the top of that fair value gap to the high of Friday's candle. That's a full gap down, full void, right? Between 386.58 to 387.89, right? And then sitting on top of, from the bottom of that void all the way up to last Wednesday's low, we got a huge daily fair value gap, right? And that runs from the bottom of that void at 386.58 all the way up to 396.31, right? And that extends above the weekly equilibrium. And right at weekly equilibrium, we got a daily breaker, right? We got a daily breaker, which is resting between 393.15 and 394.94, right? So price has come down and taken out weekly sell side, right? It's come down and taken out weekly sell side. Now, want to see if price will at least come back to equilibrium. right? At least come back to equilibrium. It's got a lot of PD arrays to get through to get to equilibrium, but that's what we're looking for to see. Remember, news trumps charts. We got I don't think it's much going on tomorrow. Tuesday, yeah, there's not a lot going on tomorrow. Wednesday, there's not a lot going on Wednesday either. We got consumer confidence, right? So Tuesday and Wednesday, we got consumer confidence. Lately, the consumer confidence been, it's been getting better lately. You know what I'm saying? It's been getting better lately. But it ain't, we ain't got a lot going on. And then this is the final GDP. So the final GDP tends not to be as detrimental as the initial GDP, but we'll see. It's still GDP. It's still important. It's still hold on to your seats, hold on to your boxes and your bloomers. And then we got PCE on Friday. So the heavy hitters, in my opinion, is Thursday and Friday. Consumer confidence is important, but like right now, Thursday and Friday, in my opinion, is like are the heavy hitters. We ain't got much going on tomorrow. And then so tomorrow, hey, we might get a turnaround Tuesday because we ain't got much going on. And we just came down to the monthly equilibrium, and we reacting off of a daily order block. You know what I'm saying? So we might get, and we dropping at the beginning of the week, which tends to be bullish for the week. We dropping at the beginning of the week, which tends to give us a bullish week if we trade uninterrupted by algos. Just like last week, we popped at the beginning of the week, which tends to be a bearish week, and we were uninterrupted. Actually, we were assisted by the algos where we popped up and then, dropped like it's hot. Monday, Tuesday made the high, dropped it like it's hot. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday just died off. Monday, Tuesday, popped up, made the high on the open, sold off all day. Power 3 at its finest, right? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Typical bearish week. Let's see if we get bullish scenario 1 or bullish scenario 2 or bearish scenario 2 for the week. Again, for anybody who don't remember what those scenarios were, and you want to see bullish scenario 1, bullish scenario 2, bearish scenario 2. Bullish, we sell down the beginning of the week, turn around Tuesday, slide to the right in front of GDP. Good GDP and PCE pushes us up. Bearish scenario 2, push down beginning of the week, turn around Tuesday, slide to the right till we get GDP and PCE. Bad news I shouldn't say bad news. News that the algos don't like on GDP and PCE, drop it like it's hot. Let's see which one play out. Bullish scenario 1, hide the window. Bear scenario 1, hide the window. Now let's see how accurate we are with scenario 2. Or will the algos throw us a curveball and hit us with, forget you, punk. Let's see. I see dissertations over here, man. I see dissertations. Oh, balanced price range. Don't be, look here, man. Go on with your letters. Go on with your letters here to learn and share. I moved to the lower fair value gap that was right above DR line, and it rejected a couple times. Stop loss at the bottom of it. That's what's up, man. You went live with it yet, Robinson? You said you was gonna go live with the DR stuff this week, didn't it? You went live with it. That's what's up, man. And that's true. What he was talking about, it was rejecting. That's another that I saw that on one of the on the Masters videos. Let me share my screen again. I saw that on another one of the Masters videos when he was talking about if it's like rejecting at the DR line. If it be rejecting at the DR line, he was like, that's a sign. That's like that be a sign for him to go long or go short. That be a sign for, and we gotta We got an IDR confirmation to the upside. We don't have a confirmation to the upside. Yes, for DR, but I see we got an IDR confirmation to the upside on the 8:30 candle. This like behind it'd be like 10 minutes behind, so I don't know what price exactly is right now. We did pull back down into this fair value gap at 50%. So if this IDR confirmation holds strong, right, that'd be a good place to go long. If you believe in that, we got a breaking market structure to the upside. Then we got a fair value gap right here. We just pulled back into, well, I ain't gonna say just. Let's see what price at for real. Okay, breaking market structure to the upside, come back to the fair value gap right there. So we just can't, if you believe in this, that IER confirmation, and you on Risky Randy, Reckless Rachel, and you don't want to wait for the real confirmation, you know what I'm saying? Early confirmation, you can take that, put your stop loss at the DR bottom, right there at that low. You know what I'm saying? That'd be what? 51. That'll be what's that? 3 points? 51, 9, 51. 3 points. That'll be a 3-point stop loss to go from there, from 51 to 48. Yeah, 3-point stop loss. If you believe in that to the upside. What was I doing? Oh yeah, right here. Right here. That's what Robinson was talking about right here. And then that's why I'll talk about how the master said when you see it projecting, right? So we came down, we got this is the, let me hide this stuff so you can see, hide this TDA. All right. Hide all this stuff. Okay. So I'm not sure if this is exactly what Robinson was talking about, but when he said it, this is what it made me think about, right? So we came down, we got the confirmation, we got the IDR confirmation here. We closed right at the DR low, right? We got the DR confirmation right here, right? So then we came back in to this fair value gap there, and we sold off, right? We sold off. Now we came back up, had a nice rejection off the DR low right there. Nice rejection from it, right? We pushed back up to it again, tried to get above, not really. Then we got a nice rejection again. See these, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-minute candles. Nice rejection again off the DR low, right? Fought our way back up. Nice rejection again off the DR low. Now, the master probably would have went short right here. When it came back to this DR low, he probably would have went short right there. Why? Because he got a nice rejection there. We tried there and got a nice rejection again. So when he came back to it, we already had the confirmation over here. He probably would have went short right there, because I seen one of his videos when he was talking about constant rejections. Then he got a nice rejection here, couldn't get back to it, then got back to it one more time and got another rejection, right? So if you Risky Randy, the way you could have entered this based off the rejection of the low, and you believe in this confirmation to the downside, you could have done like the master, if you Risky Randy, Reckless Rachel, and go in right here, right? Or what you could have did was, once you rejected here and then got a closure below this consolidation right here, you could have went in on this candle right here, right? This candle right here could have been your entry candle, because you got rejection, or you got rejection, 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 rejection with heavy distribution right there. The heavy distribution came below all of this right here, can close below this consolidation over here. Don't worry about this stop run on this wick, right? And then that could have been your entry candle right there to go. This is the confirmation entry. This is the Risky Randy, Reckless Rachel entry right here, because you're not going in off of anything outside of this order block right here. But it's like when you came up to this order block, you wicked off of it, right? You came down, had a smaller breaking market structure, came back to this order block, right? But you came here to this order block and pushed back up, right? So which one are you trusting? Are you trusting this order block? Are you trusting this order? It ain't nothing to trust in that as far as like PD arrays. The only thing you trusting in there right now is the rejection from the IDR low. You know what I'm saying? You rejecting off the IDR low. So that's your risky Randy, reckless Rachel entry. And then this your confirmation entry here when you broke below off that heavy distribution to the downside. And then you were like, okay, this real. And you caught it right there, you know what I'm saying? And wrote it down from that point there. CYRP. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why did Tim even pretend this was going to be a quick session? Oh my God. That part. Okay. 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 I ain't fooling with none of y'all, man. I ain't fooling with none of y'all. Pass the collection plate. We don't have money that jingle, but we prefer to kind that fold. You feel me? Oh, okay. You got them singers for the previous night. Okay. All right. Yep. 35 real points today. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Y'all clap it up, man. Look at the ADR setup. Oh, looking at the ADR setup right now. Okay. Y'all clap it up for Robinson and went live with the DR IDR. I ain't going live to the top of the year, Robinson. I ain't going live to the top of the year, which is what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks. I'm going to go live with it. Hey, since people complaining I've been on here for an hour, we finna go ahead and call it, man. Y'all already know what the lick read, man. Do not put off till tomorrow what you can say today. What, Tim? What are you talking about? I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers. This is a subject that's very near and dear to my heart. Now, let me stop messing around with Spylene so I can talk to y'all. This is a subject that's very near and dear to my heart because I continuously put off taking my daughters to see my dad when he was just a stone's throw away across the bridge in Beaufort, South Carolina. All right. I was going to Hinesville, Georgia every weekend. Stone's throw away. Kept saying, we're going to go see Granddaddy next week. Granddaddy died. When they seen Granddaddy, he was in a casket. And then he was later in an urn. So I live with that regret every single day because I kept putting off till tomorrow what I could have said that day or could have done that day. Let the people that you love know that you love them today, man. Ain't nobody promised tomorrow. We talk about this almost every night when we end in this live. And then it seemed like time and time again, I get some news about somebody that done passed away or somebody that done killed themselves or somebody that got killed or something. Young, old, in between. Ain't nobody promised tomorrow. Say it and show it. And confirm it. I was real good at showing it, I thought, until I confirmed it. And I got a confirmation that didn't line up with what was going on in little Timmy Rogers' head. So now I go out of my way to make sure everybody love Tank at least on 3/4. It ain't got to be full all the time because people gonna piss you off. It ain't got to be full all the time. But at least on 3/4. Let the love Tank stay on at least 3/4. You know what I'm saying? Don't just say it. Don't just show it. Say it and show it, then confirm it. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's special in your life, make them feel special. If your parents still here, call them up. Hey, mama, hey, dad, I love you. If you got grown kids like me, call them up. They probably won't answer, like mine. Call them up. Then when they don't answer the phone, send them a text message. They'll call you back 3 days later talking about, oh, dad, I was sleeping. Oh, dad, I was at work. You know, I work the night shift now. Oh, you know, I work the day shift. If you call me, I wouldn't know that. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. I know I'll be taking up a lot of y'all time, but hey, hopefully I say something that be of some kind of value to somebody. Remember, we're not going to do an overnight price action in the morning. I got to go to my old man's doctor's appointment. it's my annual appointment, but it's the first one since I turned 50. So they probably gonna want to probe me. And what I mean by probe me, they probably gonna send me to go see that that doctor that go looking up your chute with that scope, with a colonoscopy. That's what they call it. She probably gonna send. She already told me last year. She probably gonna send me to get a colonoscopy. Right. That just caught my attention. It's up 4 points from that fair value gap that we was talking about. We came back down to that fair value gap. It's up 4 points from that fair value gap entry. Yeah, she always she already told me she was gonna probably, because she'll like, if your wife like the one that she go to, I'm just gonna send you to that one. So she already told me I'm about to drink that stuff that make me boo-boo on myself, and then they're gonna go in that brown eye. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate you, Robinson. Salute you, man. It's been since 2002 for me. It's been since 2002. I appreciate you here to learn and share. Appreciate you, Cool It. Appreciate you, Towns. I appreciate all y'all. I appreciate everybody that's still on here. I appreciate all y'all. And if I made you some money, put one in the chat. Hey man, I'm gonna see y'all. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Tuesday. I don't have anything on my calendar. We won't do it in the morning, but we will do it at 6:30 tomorrow evening, because it's Tuesday and I don't have anything on my calendar for Tuesday that I know of, and I don't have my phone. But if anything changed, I'll drop it in the Discord. I'll see y'all tomorrow night at 6:30. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy your family, man. I appreciate y'all again. I'm gone.